Planet Dolan.
From stinky shoes to pulling a teacher's pants down, the Planet Dolan crew reenacts some of the best true stories from our subreddit about the craziest bets we've ever made. I'm Hellbent, and today I'll be your narrator. Number 10 was submitted by Pello Warrior 36. The craziest bet that Derek ever made was when him and his brother entered a Geometry Dash tournament. They made a bet that whoever didn't complete the current level before the other had to shit their pants. It turned out that Derek finished the level first, so his brother bought a chocolate laxative and ate it. And as promised by the chocolate laxative and himself, he shat his pants. Laughing at the disaster in his trousers, Derek offered to buy him a diaper for his next birthday, which really pissed his brother off. Number 9 was submitted by SnufflesInSpace. When they were in 6th grade, Princess Proton and her friends wanted to see who could get in the most trouble at school. The winner would get $10. So, in history class, Princess Proton picked up a green crayon and screamed, "This is Sparta!" before throwing it at the teacher, hitting him in his eye. One of her friends, Spences, went up to the teacher one day and slapped her upside the head. Later on, the teacher told Princess Proton to take Spences to the principal's office. When they got to the principal's office, Spences ended up slapping the principal. She ended up getting detention for 1 week, including Saturday. After that, Princess Proton and the rest of her friends gave Spences her well-earned $10. Number 8 was submitted by IwantsauceonmypizzA. One day, Gergak and his friend were walking home from school. As they walked, his friend spotted a dumpster and got an idea. He told Gergak that he would give him $30 to eat something from the dumpster. Craving the money, Gergak opened the dumpster and found half of a rotten apple. At first, he hesitated, but finally gave in and took a big bite. That was when Gergak threw up. After seeing him throw up, his friend did the same. Even though he threw up, Gergak still thought it was worth it because he got his $30. Number 7 was submitted by Jenny8675309. Sid was 8 when one of his best friends made a bet with him. His friend told him that if he could beat up the toughest kid in school and break both of his ankles, he would pay him $150. But if Sid lost, he would have to run up to his crush and shout an insult. He was able to find the toughest kid in school, but lost the fight and broke his arm. In addition, he went up to his crush and shouted,
"You smell like sewage!"
Number 6 was submitted by Bun for Life. In 8th grade, Doopy's friend made a crazy bet with her. She told Doopy that if she slapped their principal on the ass and screamed a certain phrase, she would give her a bag of potato chips. Doopy loves her some potato chips, so she agreed to do it. The next day, she tried to find the principal. Once she did, she slapped him on the ass and screamed,
"Must hit that booty."
Doopy ended up getting a detention, with the principal even calling her mom. To make things worse, she never got a bag of potato chips. Number 5 was submitted by BrendonUrieIsLife. I have doubts that claim. The craziest bet that Pringle ever made was when he was at his cousin's house. At the time, he was only 7 years old and his cousin was 5. He bet his cousin that she couldn't eat an entire jar of salt. That kills people. If she ate it all, then he would give her $20, which she wouldn't be able to spend here on Earth because she'd be in heaven or hell or wherever we go, but a bet's a bet, right? His cousin only ended up eating a few sprinkles before Pringle's mom walked in and saved her life. When she found out what Pringle was up to, she got so mad at him that she said he had to give his cousin everything in his wallet. Pringle ended up giving his little cousin $50 just for eating a few sprinkles of salt. What is a 7-year-old doing with $50? Maybe just wins a lot of bets. Number 4 was submitted by SubredditSafe38. One time, while sitting in history class, Dolan made a bet with one of his classmates that whoever had the stinkiest shoes by the next day would have to do the winter's homework for a week. So, the next day, Dolan prepared his shoes an hour before class after going into the bathroom. He took a massive dump and wiped a little bit of it on his shoes. In class, after the kid took a whiff of Dolan's shoes, he nearly passed out. Since he won the bet, Dolan played video games for an entire week while his classmate did his homework for him. Number 3 was submitted by Katharina Rocks 112. One day, one of Tolop's friends knocked on her door. When she answered, her friend said,
"I'll give you $60 if you ring everyone's doorbell after leaving them a love note."
Of course, Tolop accepted her friend's bet, after leaving several love notes at different houses, all of which said,
"Hey girl, do you want some fun?"
She found herself face to face with one of her neighbors. The neighbor held the love note in front of her face and asked, "Did you write this to our 5-year-old daughter?" Apparently, their little girl picked up the note and showed it to her parents saying,
"Mommy, Daddy, someone said, 'Hey girl, want some fun?'"
Tolop's friend ended up giving her $180 due to all the reactions in the neighborhood, since another neighbor called the police. Number 2 was submitted by Kame Cakes 196. Froggy was waiting at the bus stop one day when a creepy kid walked up to her. He told her that he would give her $90 if she could get his trap dog out of the fence. She accepted and followed him to his house. He showed her where the dog was, but to her surprise it was already dead. When Froggy pulled it out, the dog's head fell off and she found herself holding on to his decapitated body. After the kid gave her the $90, he knelt beside the dog and slowly began to rub the dead dog's head. He said to Froggy,
"You did a very good job."
After that, he told her to leave before walking inside of his house. Froggy never saw him again. Number 1 was submitted by SwagMK. During his first year of primary school, some fellow students made a bet with Spinal Palm. They told him that if he pulled down their teacher's pants in front of everyone, he would get a Snickers bar. Being a candy lover and a complete idiot, he agreed to do it. So one day, while the teacher was giving a lecture in front of the class, Spinal Palm went under the desk and crawled towards her. He snuck up behind her and pulled her pants down, only to see that she wasn't wearing any underwear. The teacher gave him 8 weeks of detention and wrote a letter to his parents. To make matters even worse, Spinal Palm never got that Snickers bar. Huge thanks for the folks over on our Planet Dolan subreddit for submitting their stories. Got a story of your own? What's the craziest bet you've ever made? Let us know on the Reddit page linked below and you might be featured in a future countdown.